Hi everybody, how are you? My name is Attorney Charles Zavala here from Zavala Texas Law in beautiful Houston, Texas. Today is July 27th, 2021. I got a video for you guys about immigration, something new that's happening in the immigration courthouse or in the immigration courts. So if you like this video, whether because you find it informative or you think that it's just good for general public, feel free to subscribe, do anything like that, because that teaches us what people like, what people want to see. So, long story short, if you've been watching our videos or you've been watching the news, there's a huge backlog in immigration courts, right? And what a backlog means is that there's a lot of cases and not enough courts, not enough judges to handle them all. Why is this happening? It's mostly been COVID. COVID's going to be the number one factor. But number two is that there's a large immigrant population coming to the USA who are being stopped by the either Border Patrol, ICE, and they're giving their court dates, right? So they have to show up to court. So it's creating a huge backlog. And the problem with that is, like I said, there's not enough immigration courts or judges to deal with it. So they've had to hire more judges, create new courts, all that stuff. But I got some good news, and this is from an article I'm reading on July 15th, so it's a little bit late. But our Attorney General, Merrick Garland, he reinstated something for immigration judges that the Trump administration had originally taken away. So before the Trump administration, an immigration judge had the discretion to administratively close an immigration case. Okay? What does administratively close mean? It doesn't mean that they are going to dismiss your case, it's done. What it means is they're saying, look, we are going to put your case on pause while you figure out this other thing over here that's going to fix your immigration situation, right? And I'll give you a few examples, but ultimately that's what discretion means. The Trump administration had taken that away, so the judges could not offer that anymore. Only the ICE, being the lawyers for Department of Homeland Security, if they wanted to, they could do prosecutorial discretion, but the judge no longer could close cases. So now the Biden administration, our new Attorney General, Mr. Garland, said, look, immigration judges, because you're under the Department of Justice, you can have the discretion to close cases if it's going to clean up your docket or if it's kind of, in the best interest in the sense that the immigrant is going to need some time to do something that's going to help their immigration case, right? And the example I'll give you is this. Let's pretend I have a client, or here, let's make it easy. Yeah, I got a little Magnus here, right? He's in immigration detention right now. He's going to immigration court. But Magnus is married to a U.S. citizen, and Magnus entered legally. So he can get a green card. He can do what's called adjustment of status. So back in the day, before the Trump administration, we would go to court and we would be like, Judge, he is eligible for adjustment of status. We need this petition to be approved before we can apply for adjustment of status. Would you mind, administratively closing this case or all out just terminating proceedings so that we could apply with the USCIS? The judge could say yes, the judge could say no, right? It's always up to the judge's discretion. Trump administration came in and they took that power away from the judge. So the judge, whether he wanted to or not, could not offer that anymore. But now under the Biden administration, the judge can again. So for example, another example, let's say I have a client who's eligible for something, but he's got a criminal case right now that's pending. And I know I'm going to get him off that criminal case. I know he's innocent. So I'm going to go to the judge and be like, Judge, could you administratively close this case until we resolve the criminal case, and then we'll come back here to the immigration court and talk about it. It's a way of so that the judges have a little bit more control over their courtroom, because every single case that comes in isn't okay, let's deport. Sometimes there are solutions